Welcome to the Chic Show. Chic, cheap, repeat. Hi friends, this is Third Thursday Thrift Flip, so stick around for some new upcycles and thrifted decor ideas. For this project, I'm using a thrifted cutting board, a wood plank, and 6 tumbling tower blocks. This cutting board was engraved with these letters and I didn't want to have to fill them, so I needed a way to cover them up. I'll be gluing the 6 tumbling tower blocks to the wood plank to make a pocket for the front of the cutting board. I used my finger sander to rough up the edges of the blocks so that the glue would have a better bond. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way. I gave both pieces a coat of Waverly ink chalk paint. I did not paint the areas where I would be gluing the pocket onto the board. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. Once the paint dried, I used wood glue to adhere the pocket to the front of the cutting board. I chose to use IOD's floral rub-on transfers. I chose a few flowers that I thought would work best on this piece. I chose this one so that it would look like it was growing up out of the pocket. I then added 2 smaller ones to the front of the pocket. The sun stops it shining, you know you'll have a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. I sanded over the transfers with my finger sander. This helps them to look like they were always part of this piece. I also sanded around the edges of the cutting board as well as the pocket. I tucked in a bundle of herbs from Hobby Lobby and placed it in my kitchen. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way. A special thanks to our hosts, Elizabeth, Tammy, and Terry. You can find their channels listed in the description box below, and be sure and check out the playlist as well. I found these vintage clothespins at a community garage sale, and I knew I had to have them. I weeded out the odd ones and made one bundle of 5. I'm going to display the rest of them in a simple jar, but until then I'm going to set them aside while I work on a wood tag for the jar. I'm using one of these wood slices from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to drill a hole through the top so that I can hang it with some twine. Then I'm going to give it a coat of Waverly Antique Wax and wipe it back with a baby wipe. In an attempt to age it a bit more, I wiped on mineral chalk paint and then followed it by dry brushing white chalk paint and then wiping them back. Now I'm going to be using some small alphabet stamps for the tag so that it says wash day. And now I have a little help with the twine. I'm going to thread it through the wood piece and loop it through. The tag is now ready to be tied around the jar, and then I can add the clothespins to the jar. Now I'm going to tie a ribbon around the bundle of clothespins. This makes a cute little display in my laundry room. I recently bought an entire box full of piano rolls. These were rolls that used to go in a player piano, and as a musician, I could not pass them up. I decided to cut off the tag at the bottom so that I could reuse it, and then I reshaped the paper where it wasn't damaged. I intend to add the tag back to that part of the paper later. I used my printer to print the phrase, "Flowers are the music of the earth." I'm going to cut out the words and decide on a placement on the piano roll and then trace them using carbon paper. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more. I'm also using the same IOD rub-on transfers on this piece, but you could use stickers or you could print out flowers from your computer. Once I have selected the placement of the flowers, I began transferring them. Gives a present, the sun stops it shining, you know you have a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. Gives a present, the sun stops it shining, you know you have a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. I'm going to color in the words using this felt tip marker from Dollar Tree. It actually says that it's a glass marker, and it works very well and has a very fine tip. Next, I'm going to add the tag back to the bottom of the roll and dress it up. I used a glue stick to glue it on, and then I added a button and a pom-pom. In order for this to hang the way I wanted it to hang and for the music side to show, I did have to add a little bit of glue back here to make it stay put. Once I add twine to the sides, it's ready to hang. What do you think about this piece? I think it may be one of my favorites of all times. I'd like to thank our lovely hosts today, and I hope that you'll check out the description box below for all their information and the playlist. If you liked any of these thrift flips, I encourage you to click that thumbs up button and consider subscribing so that my videos and others like them will come across your feed more often, and so that YouTube will share them with others just like yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to share the chic. Bye now.